Good morning, students. Today's topic is NP hard and NP complete problems. Generally, the algorithms are divided into two types based on their computing times. One is polynomial time algorithms, and the other one is non polynomial time algorithms. That algorithms which can be solved within polynomial time, such as order searching, sorting, and string editing, are all known as polynomial time algorithms. Here the complexity is given in terms of log n log n, mn, order of n, like that. And in non-polynomial time algorithms, the algorithm complexity is given to be either combinatorial or exponential. For example, the traveling salesperson problem, the complexity is order of n square 2 power n, and for the knapsack problem, it is order of 2 power n by 2. Such algorithms requires vast computing even for moderate sized problems. The other way of classifying the algorithms is deterministic algorithms and non-deterministic algorithms. In deterministic algorithms, the result of every operation is uniquely defined, and in non-deterministic algorithms, we allow the operations to be specified as a set of possibilities. Every non-deterministic algorithm consists of two phases. The first phase is guessing, and the second phase is checking. If the checking stage of non-deterministic algorithm is polynomial time complexity, then this algorithm is called as NP. So NP here refers to non-deterministic polynomial algorithm. And there are three operations in the non-deterministic algorithms. The first one is choice, second one is failure, and the third operation is success. Choice is we are going to arbitrarily select from a set, and if this is not a solution, then failure operation will happen, and if it is a solution, then a successful completion will happen. So for example, the non-deterministic searching algorithm in terms of these three operations can be defined like J is nothing but choice one of the element from a set. If a of j equal to x, then write success, and this is known as guessing phase. And the second, if it is not possible to find a solution, then we are going to write failure, which is a checking, which is the checking phase. So this is how the guessing and checking phases are defined in terms three operations for searching operation. Similarly, for sorting, the guessing phase contains select one of the permutations of the array elements, and if it is not a solution, failure. And the checking phase contains if each elements are in order, then it is success, otherwise it will be a failure. A non-deterministic algorithm terminates unsuccessfully if there does not exist a set of choice leading to success signals, and the time required for choice 1 to n is order of 1. And a deterministic interpretation of non-deterministic algorithm can be made by allowing unbounded parallelism in computation. So in theory, each time choice is made, the algorithm makes several copies of itself, and if it reaches failure, all these copies are going to be parallelly explored. And if a solution is reached, if an unsuccessful search is made, only that particular copy is going to be killed. A non-distinct algorithm has the ability to select a correct element of the set of allowable choices every time a choice is to be made. A correct element is defined relative to a shortest sequence of choice that leads to successful termination. And solving this type of problems is very difficult, and the machine which is going to perform this activity is called to be fiction machine. And we have another class of problems known as optimization and decision problems. A decision problem is like a question where we are going to tell whether the answer is yes or no, and an optimization problem is one where we are going to find out the best value for the solution. And optimization problems can be listed as decision problems or that are easier to study. And we can have two examples for such. One is shortest path, and other one is finding whether there is a path between u and p that has fewest edges. So the shortest path problem can be known as optimization problem, and finding whether there exists a path from u to v is known as a decision problem. decisions is easier than optimization, and if there is an algorithm for an optimization problem, the algorithm can be used to solve corresponding decision problem also. And that means if there exists a solution for shortest path problem, then it is also a solution for finding path problem. The optimization is easy, its corresponding decision is also easy. So the easiness is known as hardness, and NPC is confined to be a decision problem. NPC, non-polynomial completeness problem. So now reductions. So reduction can be defined as converting from one problem to another problem. So we have a set of problems known as class, and we can take one instance of that problem. If alpha is the decision problem A and beta is an instance of decision problem B, a reduction from A to B is a transformation with the two properties. The first property is that the transformation takes polynomial time, and the answer is same as a decision problem. So if these two properties are satisfied, we say that it is possible to reduce an instance of problem class A to an instance of problem class B. Then coming to satisfiability. So we can say that a decision problem can be treated as a Boolean function consisting of n variables, where each variable is assigned with a variable value yes or no. And generally a Boolean function can be represented in two forms: a conjunctive normal form and of R terms, and the second one is distinctive normal forms R of and terms. The satisfiability problem is to find out any assignment of values to these variables such that the result is true. If there exists such a assignment of values, then it is called as a satisfiable problem. If there exists no such assignment, then it is called as unsatisfiable problem. Generally, to check whether the problem is satisfiable or not satisfiable, we use the principle of resolution. So the non-deterministic satisfiability is given by two steps: guessing and checking. So in guessing, we are going to take one assignment of the truth values to all the variables, and in checking, we are going to check if the assignment of these values to the variables is true, then success, else failure. Now we can come to this NP hard and NP complete problems. The complexity is measured in two ways. One is algorithm complexity and the other one is computational complexity. The algorithm complexity of a computation is some measure of how difficult it is to perform the computations. The complexity of computational problem or is task of complexity of the algorithm with the lowest order of growth of complexity for solving that problem or performing that task. Example, the problem of searching an ordered list has at most log n time complexity. Computational complexity deals with the classifying problems by how hard they are. So based on this computational complexity, now the problems can be classified into NP hard and NP complete. In measuring the complexity of an algorithm, we use the input length as a parameter. An algorithm A of polynomial complexity, if there exists a polynomial P such that the computing time of A is order of P of n for every input of size n. P is the set of all decision problems solvable by deterministic algorithms in polynomial time, and NP is the set of all decision problems solvable by non-deterministic algorithms in polynomial time, and the relation between P and NP is shown here. P is the subset of NP. And now we will move to the remaining things: NP hard and NP complete. NP hard, the class of problems to which every NP problem reduces, and NP complete is the class of problems for which NP hard and belongs to NP. So now we can see that the intersection of NP and NP hard is the NP complete problems. So this diagram shows the relationship between the polynomial time problems, non-polynomial time problems, NP hard and NP complete problems. Thank you.